And now, broadcasting live by the light of a single swinging bowl, deep in an underground bunker marked only by a nondescript entrance, somewhere in rural Oregon. Don't even try to find him. Don't even try. Here's Larry with this week's guest. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Leo's Coast to Coast.
Hello, everybody, wherever you may be. From coast to coast, you see a shining sea. It is me, your host, they call me Larry, with the swinging dog. Let me know what state, country, province, wherever you're calling, watching the show from. I'm happy to have you on the screen. Middle Tennessee's in the house. Hi, Middle Tennessee. Love Middle Tennessee, of course. Love my friends there in Nevada. Hello, Nevada. Hello, everybody in upstate New York. Welcome. Glad to see you guys here. Thank you for coming. YouTube show one, right? Huh? We're grateful to have you here. Thank you very much for being a part of the show. California Yagan's here. Hello, Ohio. And there is South Kakalaka. We're ready for South Carolina. Hey, everybody, welcome to Leo's Coast to Coast, the show where you get to meet people who are, having some fun, doing the LivePD thing. And we're grateful that we have with us today someone doggone special. I'm really excited to have you meet him, and we're going to do our best to make sure we get him on. We've had a hard time with this part. I need to let you folks know we've had a hard time with this part because we're having a hard time getting Donnyray on screen, and that's not a good thing. So we're going to do our darndest to make sure that he gets on the screen and that he, that y'all get to see him, because I get to see him. Why can't you see him? I want answers. I want answers. I want the truth. I don't know why it's not working. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to work on getting Donnyray here on the screen so that we can make sure you get to see him, because doggone it, he's pretty good looking today. He's got a fancy looking New York shirt on. He looks sharp. Donnyray, how are you, man? Good. You call me sir one more time, we got a problem. I just don't want to have a problem with that. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to have to do that because, you're just too good of a guy. I love you because, you already looking sharp and spry. We're going to try and get you on here as fast as we can, because this is one of those things I told you about. We're going to have an issue. It's going to happen because that's just the way it works, right? That's right. We always get our way through this, and somehow it just happens. So there you go. All right, let me just try and mess the screen just a lot, and we'll do our best here. So let me try and see if that works. No. Why can't we see Donnyray? Hello, South Carolina. Welcome. Hello, Boston, Massachusetts. Thank you for joining the show. We're grateful to have you guys in Leo's Coast to Coast. First run on YouTube. You got to bear with me because this is going to be one of those moments where we just, it happens. It just happens. And unfortunately, the issue is there. It's right there in the old Skype window there. I got to do this. Kind of weird. We just see him today. So do you see Donnyray? Or you see me, Debbie? You see me, right? Because that's what it looks like on screen. And I don't like that because that's not who you should be seeing. Hold on, Donnie. Hold on, buddy. Don't you move on me. All right. You're a good man. You're a good man. Because like I say, first time through, there's always going to be something. And this is the one piece that we just, for some reason, just didn't get her to go. So I'm not sure why. That's what I thought, Tammy. Thanks for letting me know on that. Just seeing me. We'll get Donnyray on. I'm one of those people that just, for me personally, it's now a matter of just getting it done. So we got to get it done. All right. So we're going to go look here. There we go. And Skype guest, where is he? He should be right here. And where is my man? Where's my man? Where's Float? Hold on, Donnyray. We'll find you. Folks, if you can see this in fact, I'm going to show you my desktop. I'll just give you an idea of what it looks like there. I got him right there, but I just can't get him on the show, and that's what we're working on. So we'll get there. Hang in there with me. We'll get him there. And hold on. Let's try and get Donnyray on the show because, we want to do that. Can y'all see him now? Nope, you can't because I'm watching live and you're not seeing him. I got it. I knew it was going to happen. Don't you? Listen, if you make this the reason you don't come back, don't do that because this is show number 1 using this, and we are doing our darndest to make sure that, you never have this problem anymore, okay? We don't want this problem to happen anymore. Obviously, you don't either, and it's embarrassing for me because, hey, I've never done this before. Not live. So let's hang in there, Donnyray. I'm going to try and work with some last settings I can. Oh, wait, hold it. Sorry. Skype. Hang on, bud. Weird. Okay. So we're going to pull you off there. Okay. Skype, Donny Campbell. Do it. No. Okay. Hold on. We'll get you there. Folks, how you doing this week? You doing okay? Courtney, I'm doing well. Thank you so much. Tammy, hello. Good to see you. Thanks for making the trek over from Facebook and Twitter. For all of you guys, thank you so much for coming over. It is truly an honor and a gift that doesn't get lost on me. So thank you very much for that. I mean that very much. So thank you for understanding that this is just the first time through. And after this, we should have this part licked. So that's what we're going to work on now, is just making sure that we've got Donnyray together and that he's good. And there we got mirror, we got this, and it's not working. And set default camera, default set. That doesn't help me. It's funny because I can see Donnyray right over here. I got to use to figure that out now with this because it's now backwards. Everything I see is the opposite direction. And poor Donnyray is going to go back to his office and he's going to go, oh, that was an awful time. He was not prepared. Donny, it's terrible. I just don't get it. It's like, what are we doing? I don't get it. It's like, where are we at here with this? Because you should be right there. You should be right on my screen. You're not there. So interestingly enough, okay, folks, just hang in there with me because we will get this figured out. Donnyray is going to be taking your questions. If anything, you can hear him, which is important. I'll keep looking through this. If you got questions for Donnyray, just put them on the screen. Hello, Brendan from Arizona. Glad to have you. Carrie, welcome. Debbie, hi there. Okay, so you want to have some questions for Donny Campbell, please throw them up there because he's here and he can hear you, and that's the main thing. So let's try and make sure that he gets your comments, okay? So we'll work on that right now while we work on this. I'm going to kind of do 2 things with one stone. It doesn't work very hard sometimes. So let me work on that. Got some questions, Donnyray. Okay. Can't wait for Donnyray to come on the show. I collect patches from all LivePD departments. Donnyray, do you give out a lot of patches? Well, that's pretty cool. Well, there you go. So we've got a way that you guys can get patches if you want them. Okay. And it's real simple. And all you need to do is pretty much call there at Richland County's office, right? Their main office. Is that right, Donny? Mm-hmm. Okay, perfect. Donny Campbell live with us today, just in audio portion, but we're working on the video. Hang in there. Any other questions you might have for Donny Campbell, please make sure and put them on the screen. You can certainly put them there on screen, and I'll make it together. We'll get them on the screen. Just hang in there, okay? I'm trying to kind of make sure you guys get questions asked and make the best of his time while we do this. So you got no Donny audio either? You can't hear him or see him. Great. This is working just dandy. Hang on. Okay, so Donnyray said you can get your patches by just going over to the calling up Richland County and just letting them know, hey, you know what? We'd like to have a patch, and we'd like to make sure that, can I please get one from you? And then what they'll do is they will do their best to get you a patch. So that's the question. I'm going to be relaying for a moment, so bear with me. I know that you can't see. Donnyray right now. I do know that. I do know you can't hear Donnyray right now. I know that too. And I don't know what to say other than I'm working my rear end off trying to work this together. So, Donnyray, I'm sorry this is happening. You're a patient man. I cannot believe that with all the times that we've had this, and I even have had people on chat last weekend, in fact, and they were right here on screen. And how that happened now, I have no idea. So I'm trying to literally go through all the things I know how to do to get Donnyray on. So hold on a second. Okay. Can you hear Donnyray? Go ahead, Donnyray. Go ahead and talk. Let's try again. Can you hear me out there one more time? Nope. All right. Well, let me figure out why this is happening, because I am so doggone embarrassed about this whole doggone thing right now. I'm just absolutely just inside. I'm very upset. It didn't look like the action's not supposed to be, but there we are. So they're not hearing you. They're not seeing you. Why? I have no idea. So I've done everything I could think of. Hang on, buddy. Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, Donnyray, are you there, buddy? Okay, that didn't work. Hang on. We'll get you. First, we're going to work on the audio part, and then we're going to work on the video part. Audio monitor. Okay, still there, Donnyray? All right. See, we're getting nothing. I'm seeing your comments. I appreciate it. This is one of those moments that literally I am at wit's end with. So I don't know why we can't get Donnyray on, because he's right here, literally, and I can see him. I can hear him just fine. Why you can't, I have no clue, but I do know that this is embarrassing. So everything worked until now. Thanks, Tammy. Appreciate your comments. See, that's one thing we do. We put the comments on the screen. So you can put Carrie up there. It's kind of cool. Carrie can pop up. There's Carrie. Hi, Carrie. You're welcome, Carrie. Thank you for being kind here. I appreciate it. See, we can do lots of stuff here, but the problem is right now just trying to get him to pop up here. And audio broadcast. Hold on. Okay, Donnyray, are you there?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now you should hear Donnyray, right? You guys got to hear him. I know you got to hear him. Can you hear Donnyray? Let's see the comments. Donnyray, how are you today?
I can't complain. Just happy to be here.
I'm glad you're here too. So we got. I think we got some Donnyray there. That's good. We're getting there, folks. We're getting there. Just hang in there. Now we got your voice. People are hearing you, so we're getting you, buddy. All right, so we got voice.
Ball roll.
Ask your questions of Donny Campbell. He's right here. Lee, I'm sorry we don't have any moderator functions. We'll work on that. I'm sorry. We'll get that right now. I'm just trying to get him on the air here so we can work on that part first. So, okay, so Donnyray, tell us, how long you've been with Richland County, buddy?
I just had my 4-year anniversary about 2 weeks ago. So I've been here 4 years.
2 weeks ago. Man, congratulations. That's fantastic.
Yes, sir.
That is fantastic.
Amazing 4 years. Amazing 4 years.
And you told me a story before we came on. You told me the story about what had happened to bring you to Richland County. So what exactly was it that brought you over there?
Well, my parents moved here from Ohio while I was still in college. And after college, I went to the Air Force. So after my 4 years in my Air Force, I was like, I'm going to move down to South Carolina where my parents are, just to be closer to my family or whatever. And so I was, okay, I'm moving to Columbia. I'm going to apply for the Columbia Police Department. I didn't know anything about Richland County at the time. But my mom works at Fort Jackson, and Lieutenant Danny Brown is a reserve soldier. And they were talking, and she was telling Danny Brown that, hey, my son, he's getting out of the military. He wants to be a police officer. So Danny told him, hey, well, have him apply for Richland County. And I did just that, and I turned in my application. The rest is history. So it wasn't for Danny Brown, I'd probably be Officer Campbell instead of Deputy Campbell.
Oh, that's great. We're live with Deputy Donnyray Campbell from Richland County, South Carolina. We're working on getting his picture on here so we can get him and you can see him, because doggone it, I can do that, but I can't make him come on the screen. Why is that? We're not sure. So, folks, your patience is appreciated. Donnyray, we can take phone calls too. If you'd like to call in, phone number is the same as it's always been. 503-420-4062 is the number to call. That's 503-420-4062. Okay? And Donnyray, you, how does it feel those nights you're on LivePD? Talk about that if you would.
It's not really too much of a difference between a live night or just going to work. It's just you want to get something to put on TV, but you also don't want to do anything that you wouldn't do regularly as a deputy. I don't want to do something that I'm not accustomed to doing just because I want to be on TV. So it's more about being yourself, but also trying a little bit harder to find some crime or to stop some crime or just to find something that's TV worthy. But it's been a great experience these last.
And we lost him. Oh, no. Oh, man, Donnyray, I'm so sorry, man. I am so sorry about that. I really am. I'm feeling mighty low right now. That's what I'm feeling. So we'll get him back. Hang on, folks. We'll get him back. We'll put me back on the screen. I'll do the best I can to get Donnyray back up. And folks, again, this is the only piece that seems to be a problem here with this. After this show will be dynamite. So hang in there with me, because truly it's going to be something special. I hope you enjoy, because that's really what we're here for. And it's to have a lot of fun with you and to bring you these people live to the show. That's what it's all about. So thank you for your patience today, especially today. So thank you for that. I just can't thank you enough, because I'm not sure exactly why we lost him, except for the fact that it's just one of those days. You know, things happen. It's a brand new show, and I said at the very beginning, 3 hurdles: get on the air, get the guests, get comments. Those are the 3 things we got to do. And if we can do that, we're great. But we got to get the guest. That's the key. Got to get the guest.
Right.
And without getting the guest, you're kind of messed. You know, it's the way it works. So there you go. There's Donnyray. Hey, Donnyray. Good to see you again, man. Sorry
I don't know how
about that. Didn't mean for that to happen. And you're still not there. And now I don't even hear you again. What is this wacky program doing to me? I want a refund now. Okay, hold on. Let me get you back. Get you. I know how to do.
All right.
Did this. Hang on, Donnyray. Hang on, buddy.
All right.
Okay, there we go. Okay, Donnyray, are you there now?
Yeah, I'm there.
All right, good. We got you. Great. Glad to hear that. That's good. Okay, so we got that back. Donny-Ray's back, and you can hear him, which is good, because that's the main thing. We want to make sure you can hear him. So, Donnyray Campbell, live from Richland County, South Carolina. We'd love to be able to have you ask questions of him while I try and get him on screen for you, because it's supposed to be like flicking a little switch like that, and it doesn't work. So, excuse me. Question for Donnyray, you can do it on the screen, or if you'd like to, you can just put yourself by making a phone call to us here at 503-420-4062. That's 503-420-4062. Grateful to have this man with us. Young man, in fact, this is cool, because I remember when we had Danny Brown on last. Danny Brown said, and this is really cool, he said, this guy is truly going to be one of the up-and-comers. He's going to be that guy that is going to have a long career in Richland County, South Carolina, and he's going to do something really special with his life. And you know, I never forgot that. I never forgot, you know, that special moment where, there was the incredible Danny Brown. Everybody loves him. And here is him saying the very first deputy he mentions is Donnyray Campbell. Donnyray, when you hear that, how does that make you feel?
I definitely take a Danny Brown blessing any day. The things that he's taught us as his deputies, because he's my lieutenant now. He's my direct lieutenant because I'm on the CAT team. But the things that you learn from him, the things that you see, the stories that you've heard from him, you just have to respect him as a deputy, as a lieutenant and as a leader. And just to hear him say those things it's a great honor. I'm grateful for his training and his leadership he's taught us. So coming from him, I love it. I have nothing bad to say about Danny Brown. Just all great things that he's taught us.
Oh boy, here comes the questions. All right, so okay, good question here. I want to get this in. This is so stinking funny. Okay, so Carrie 2970 asks, you get a lot of foot chases. Who's the fastest runner out of you? Would you put yourself in the Mastriani level? What would you do there, buddy?
I mean, I'm always gonna vote for myself, so I might be a little biased. But we got some people with some wheels at Richland County. I don't really think nobody's just gonna run off on any deputy in Richland County. I think we take a lot of we put fitness first at Richland County. We put a lot of pride in being fast and in shape and fit. So I don't know. I think that would be a good YouTube channel event, Richland County race. So just dispel all the rumors and we could have everybody see for themselves who's actually the fastest. So myself, Chris Blanding, Mastriani, and a newer deputy on Richland is Brandon Simmons. I think we're probably top 4, top 5. I hate to toot my own horn, but I like to put myself up there.
That's great. The comments are coming in pretty good. This is great. We're going to do our best to get Donnyray live on camera for y'all. And this is pretty good. Great question from Kath Class. This is a good one. Can you explain the difference in ranks like senior deputy and master? They always confuse her. What's the difference, Donnyray?
Okay. When you first get hired, you're a class 1 deputy. You're just a regular deputy. We call them slick sleeves. You have no rank on your uniform. After 3 years, you receive senior deputy. So senior deputy is like is equivalent to like an E. I would say an E4 in the military. You're given that rank. Master deputy, you have to actually test to make master deputy. So it's your first testable rank. So senior deputy, then master deputy, then corporal, then sergeant. Then you go into like your officers. You got your lieutenant, your captains, then your chiefs, and things of that nature. So the order is slick sleeve, senior deputy, master deputy, corporal, sergeant.
Very good. Live with Donnyray Campbell from Richland County, South Carolina. He's taking your questions. I'm trying to get them on screen. So we'll work together on this. So, Kat, I hope that answered your questions. Tam Vashon, got to get this one. This is great. How about those Obama store upgraded?
Oh, yeah. You see that? The renovation? Oh, they're putting a roof on it. I guess business is booming over there after Obama. They can afford some renovation. So, hey, make Obama great again, like they said yesterday.
That's good stuff. Good stuff. Great question, Lee Terry. Donnyray, what's one of your most memorable calls you can remember from your time in Richland County, my friend?
I mean, I feel like I've been on a lot of like calls that are like they're kind of like life changing, but the calls that stick to me the most are calls that I can help somebody get out of like a bad situation. More so like a woman that's stuck in an abusive relationship and she's finally reached that last straw. She's actually calling us for help, and I can come in and help her get out of their situation and hopefully make some charges and get her away from that situation. So it's not just one call in general. It's just any call that I could make an immediate impact on someone's lives are always the calls that stick with me the longest.
Oh, very good. We appreciate it. We're live with Richland County's Donnyray Campbell. We are honored to have all of you there, so thanks for being there. Jill Bimmy, great question. If you weren't in law enforcement, Donnyray, what do you think you'd be doing right now? Because this is a great question from Jill. I love this. What do you think you'd have done? What have you done? You've been probably a male model, right? Yeah, right.
I think I would be a firefighter probably. I think my calling is first responders. So I would either be a firefighter or I would probably commission in the Air Force. One of the
Oh,
two.
very
I'd either
cool.
be an Air Force officer or a firefighter.
Very cool. That's good. Well, yeah, I love hearing that stuff. That's very good. Live with Richland County's Donnyray Campbell at Leo's Coast to Coast. Phone number to call if you'd like to is 503-420-4062, although I'm not sure how well that's going to work today. But we'll do our very best because this is what we try and do. It's an interesting thing that we're doing because right now it's kind of see the software, Donny, I got to show you this. It says this, and this started driving me crazy. It says to add Skype guests in your live broadcast, turn on NDI in Skype's advanced calling settings. I've already done that. Then make a Skype call. Skype calls will automatically show up in Ecamm Live as camera sources. Sure they do. Okay. All right. Well, we'll just make sure and file that under no. Anyway, okay, more questions coming in. Carrie, if you could work with another LivePD department for a day, who would it be and why? Great question, Carrie.
I was probably somewhere in Salinas because California is nice. I visit the West Coast a lot, and their deputies they were pretty cool. They went at it. They got the job done. They were good guys. They were good people persons. So I would say Salinas, just so I can go out west for a little bit.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. All right. So keep them questions coming. What are some funny excuses you've heard? Great question from Lee Terry in Tennessee. What's some funny excuses you've heard over the besides I've only had 2 beers?
I mean, people come up with it just about anything to get out of a ticket or out of arrest or anything. Most people nowadays, I've noticed, they want to create scenes. Like if they know they're dead wrong, they want to kind of make you feel uncomfortable, so they start yelling or screaming and things of that nature. So it's more so what they do to get out of their ticket or out of arrest, more so what they say. So it's just people just acting crazy when they know they're wrong. It's always funny to me.
And that's probably, would you think that, Donnyray, that's probably one of those things that happens with the more alcohol you have or the more, drugs you take, the crazier some of the stuff gets? Because there's clues you guys look for whenever you pull someone over. You look and see if they're sweaty or if they're jittery, stuff like that. And they'll be like, I got nothing wrong with you, fine.
Your pupils, they don't lie. If you are under any kind of influence of certain drugs, your pupils are going to do certain things. So I tend to ask questions I already know the answers to, just to set that baseline, as I like to call it, just to see, are we going to start off with an honest relationship, or are you going to start lying to me? Then I work off of that. But there's certain things we definitely look for, and
we got a phone call for you, buddy. We're going to take this one. Here you go. We'll see. Hopefully it works out okay. Welcome to Leo's Coast to Coast. You're live with Donnyray Campbell from Richland County. Who's this? And Donnie, I hope you can hear her. Go ahead.
Hi, this is Lee Terry from Middle Tennessee. Thank you for doing this, Deputy Campbell. I have a couple of questions.
Thank you for calling in.
First of all, do you have any pets? And second, can you tell us who your biggest inspiration in your life has been?
Thank you, Lee. We appreciate your call.
I don't have any.
Thank
you. No, I don't have any pets. I have too much carpet in my house. I want a dog, but it's too much carpet in my house, and I live by myself. But I would like a dog if I had a little bit more free time to take care of it. I had a little less carpet, a little more hardwood floor. But the inspiration question, that's the easy question. My dad is my biggest inspiration. He's actually the reason why I'm in law enforcement. I kind of modeled my life after my dad. My dad was in the Army, and then after he retired from the Army, he became a police officer in Akron, Ohio. And before he retired, he moved down. Well, when he retired, he moved down here. So I kind of took the same steps that my dad took. So I went to college. I got a bachelor's degree in criminal justice. I knew I wanted to be a cop. So after that, I kind of graduated around the recession time. So it wasn't too many police jobs hiring. So I actually Googled police jobs, and I seen a video of a canine handler from the Air Force. I was like, oh man, I want to be a canine handler in the Air Force. So I went to a recruiter. I was like, hey, I want to be a cop in the Air Force. What do I need to do? So he signed me up, and I got shipped off to basic training. I was a cop in the Air Force. So and then when I got out, it's like, oh well, I'm gonna finish my second half of being like my dad. So I got out of the military and applied for Richland County, and I'm pretty much living the same life. So he's a pastor now. So I don't know if I'm gonna be a pastor next or how long I'm gonna ride this police thing out. But if I stick to what the path I've been riding so far, I guess I'll be a pastor next. But my dad is definitely my biggest influence. He's always been there for me. He's been a great provider, great role model, and I just try to do everything to make my parents, my mom and my dad proud. So that's my biggest inspiration.
Live with Donny Campbell, Richland County, South Carolina. Folks, I wish we had him on there live. I'll just leave this screen on because I don't want you to see my ugly mug all the time. We'll keep going with this as we go. I am really searching for an answer here, and I'm just not finding it. So apologize for that. Thank you so much for all of your kind comments. You are really, really kind. Thank you for that. Thank you to our moderators, Jill, Lee, and Rebecca. Thank you guys. You're the best. Love you. And yes, Gremlins. Well, remember the first comment ever was hello from South Carolina. First comment on Leo's Coast to Coast on YouTube. Hello from South Carolina. Pretty cool. So I'll remember that. I wanted to go back and see it because, it's special because you want to remember the good stuff, right? That's what you always want to remember, man. So, all right. Questions for Donny Campbell from Richland County, South Carolina. Please keep them coming. We'll do our best to have you on the screen and keep going. And, hey, we'll do our very best to go on. Megan McCrae, great question. Can we get a race between you and Mulcahy to see who wins?
Oh, we could. I see Mulcahy almost every day. We could definitely set that up. That'll be too easy to do. We'll have Addie record it because she's always got that phone in her hand. So we'll see if we can get a live stream of that, have her put it on her Twitter page.
See, the guy that's faster is always going to say, yeah, I'm up for that. We can go. We'll go. That's all right. No problem. Anytime. It's okay. Live on Leo's Coast to Coast. Sometimes Donny Campbell. Glad to have him. Bear with me. If I seem a little bit, up and down here, it's because I'm trying to read and talk at the same time and speak, fluent English. So if you have a question for him, keep them on coming on the screen. I'll make sure that he gets them. And we'll just, you know what? When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. That's right. So that's what you do. So keep those questions coming. Love over the good Debbie Hobbs, Donnyray, jump over his Camaro. Oh my goodness gracious. Great question. Who are your favorite music artists? What kind of music you like, Donnyray?
I'm a hip hop, R&B, gospel kind of guy. But when I was living in North Dakota, I kind of got hip to like the pop top 40. I think that's what it's called. So I kind of enjoy pop music as well. But I'm a Drake fan. I think he has some substance in his music. Also like J. Cole. Kind of like people that have something to talk about opposed to just like money and guns and stuff. But I mean, I enjoy a little bit of everything. But Drake is definitely at the top of my list. Jay-Z, J. Cole, Wale. Those are my favorites. Fabulous, T.I., things of that nature.
Talk about a career, Drake. Jeez. Guy is he's done everything. Moves. I mean, what more is left, right?
right. Acting, singing,
what
rapping.
What more is left? And
done
what
it
a
all.
Voice. Oh man, the guy's got an incredible voice. Yeah. Donny Campbell live with us from Richland County, South Carolina. In voice. We're working on it. We'll get that face on there soon. Karen Wright. Oh, Karen White, bless your heart. Larry, Rome wasn't built in a day. Karen, I'm going to remember that comment. I'm framing it in my mind. Thank you for that. That's pretty cool. Thank you for that. I will remember that. Jill Bemmy, thank you for being here with us, doing your thing. We have international moderation, by the way, just so you know. International. We don't just have United States moderation. We got international moderation. That's how cool we are.
Yes, sir.
Megan McCrae asks, What did you think about the end of the episode last week where Lieutenant Danny Brown pretended he's the drunk and took off on the guy?
Well, we're a strongly based community department. So any positive interactions we can create with the community, we try to initiate those as much as possible. So I thought that was an amazing community policing interaction, and I think it's good for the community and also for the world to see. Hey, we're just normal people. We have normal interactions, and every time you have an interaction with a police officer, it's not going to be negative. We have several positive interactions, so I thought that was amazing. Initially I was talking to him. Initially the cameras weren't even there, so he's not doing it for the camera, that's for sure. So I thought that was funny. I thought it was really cool.
Well, there you go. Yeah, and I think that at the end of the day, I mean, you guys all have a job to do, and it's tough. I mean, whenever I've been blessed to call your office, speak to get one of you guys on, I always have to remember, you guys have a job to do. Your job isn't doing shows like this, meeting people and all that stuff, and being with a doofus that can't get you on live. So anyway, funniest call from Jill Bemmy. What's your funniest call you can remember, my friend?
Maybe the Chick-fil-A guy that ended up on LivePD. Just because I thought it was a funny interaction, especially when I went back and got to watch it. But he was just so angry at the people at Chick-fil-A. And as we all know, Chick-fil-A are the nicest people in the world. But he was just so upset that Chick-fil-A would not give him free food. And he was just very, very upset. So that was one of my, as far as like LivePD goes, is things that made it onto TV. I think that was probably one of my funniest interactions because he was just really upset. It was just kind of funny. Like, how can you be upset at the nicest people in the world? So I'm going to have to go with that one.
There you go. There you go. All right, Jill. Tammy Basham from Texas says, we're so grateful for your service. That's pretty cool stuff. I love that.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
good
you.
stuff.
Thank you for your support.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the things that a lot of the folks from LivePD will say is thank you for your support. It's really good. Karen Weiss is in Lexington, Kentucky. She's in Lexington, but I truly respect all of Richland County. Seems to be a lot of what people are talking about there. DJ, what's the maximum age you can still be in law enforcement? That's a great question. Is it you can retire at any age, can't you? Or
yeah, it all depends on like state to state. I remember when I was trying to apply back at home, I think like the oldest you could apply, because as far as like retirement go, I think like 32 was like the oldest. But there's no age limit here. I went to the academy with a guy that was, so if you have the heart for it and you know what you're doing, that's if you're all the way there, hey, do it. So you always got to see which department or which state has their different requirements. But here in Richland County, and I think in South Carolina, you can be the police at any age. So,
well, guess what?
What
you're on camera now, man.
Hey,
you're in front of everybody.
Yes.
Finally.
In due time.
Finally.
The Lord works in mysterious ways.
I'd set this thing before. And it just, I guess, it just forgot to do it. So it just, just forgot to put it back in there. But yeah, you're on now, so I'm grateful for that. Live with Donnyray Campbell, both on face and audio now, thankfully, so much. We're grateful for that. Now you see him. There you go. Donnyray live with us on Leo's Coast to Coast. Great question here from Cap Plass. Favorite junk food, Donnyray? What do you got?
Favorite junk food? I'm going to have to go with chocolate chip cookies. That's easy.
Oh, really?
They have to be soft, though. I can't do the hard chocolate chip cookies. It got to be soft.
All right. That's a good. There you go. Do you have a favorite vacation spot, Donnyray?
I go to California a lot, but I kind of like going to the island, somewhere where I could get some sand, some water, and some sun. But I like Dominican Republic. The Bahamas is nice. So anywhere I can get some water and some sun rays, I'll take that any day. I'm a cruise guy. You get me on a cruise boat or a resort, I'm in my element there. So anywhere warm.
That would be me too, man. Yeah, any place where it's warm. I just love the sun, and
Yes.
there's something about being there, and just that hearing the ocean, just awesome, man. It's
Right.
just awesome, right?
Smelling that salt water.
Yeah, I mean, I love. I mean, I can't do it like I used to be able to, but I love to do the where I'm able to do, get in with just get in with some, snorkel gear and just have a good time. You know what I mean? There we are. All right, now we're on the screen correctly. All right, we got another call coming through, and here we go. Welcome to the show. You're on Leo's Coast to Coast. Who's this and where are you calling from? Hello? Did we lose you? Nope. Phone's dead. We'll just do it this way. Just keep on. Okay, Megan. RCSD is my favorite all-time department. I felt terrible for you. Whoa, we lost it. Megan, we'll get you back. Hang on. There we go. It's kind of a long one. Okay, so Megan says RCSD is capitalized. My all-time favorite department. I felt terrible for you and Garrow and the woman were trying to get into that one apartment and you were sent to the office. Well, Garrow cartooned it and broke the door.
I don't think he broke the door. I'm pretty sure the person opened the door.
Well, yeah.
But it all worked out.
And for those of you guys who don't know about Garrow is one of the kindest people in the world. Garrow's huge, but he's just a gentle giant. I mean, Garrow is truly a nice guy. He really is.
Probably one of my favorite people to work with.
I bet. Oh, yeah, I bet he is.
Yeah.
Do you guys hang out very much when you guys are, off show, off work and stuff? You guys hang out very often?
We're assigned to the same region while we're able to catch
here. Hold on.
Oh.
I have to get tall. I have to get tall on the screen so I can be as tall as Donny Campbell. My gosh, my chair is like, I need a booster seat, like at the restaurants, They give you the giant booster seats. Or back in my day, it was like 5 phone books, Yes, I'm ready to eat now. All right. Oh, my goodness gracious. All right. No, Lee, we weren't able to hear your question on the phone. Donnyray, we'll get to that, though. Donnyray, could you tell us a little bit about, and we had this question earlier, and I'm going to kind of zip away from the phone, from the screen a little bit, but I would like you to answer this question. Could you tell us who the inspirational people in your life have been?
One more time, I think you cut out a little bit.
Yeah, who are the inspirational people, the people who you have inspired you in life? Could you talk about those people for us?
Okay, most certainly. I don't know if we caught this, but my dad is my biggest inspiration for sure. I pretty much modeled my life around what my father has done. So he's the reason why I'm a police officer. Of course, my mom has been a great provider. She's sacrificed a lot to take care of me and my sister. So just my immediate family, my mom and my dad, and then just people that I've met throughout college. Some of my fraternity brothers are great inspirations. I kind of owe them almost my degree because they set such a high standard because they had such good grades, and you're like, I don't want to be the dumb friend, so they're getting A's and B's. Let me try to get A's and B's too. So you draw inspiration from different people that you meet in your life. I had amazing leadership in the Air Force. My Master Sergeant, Sergeant MacGyver, he was an amazing person. It was like him and his wife, and he had like 5 kids. And he took care of us real well. And sometimes you don't always get good leadership. It's not a given. So sometimes you just got to appreciate the great leaders that you are, that have a place in your life, and be able to draw inspiration from them. So it's just been a lot of people that have collaged into my life to make me who I am today, as far as hard working and things of that nature. So I'm grateful for a lot of people that's been in my life and part of my life. So those are pretty much my biggest inspiration: family and leadership and friends.
Very cool. We're live with Donny Campbell from Richland County, South Carolina. Keep the questions coming. We appreciate that. A lot of people are really having some good questions. Curious, and you don't have to answer, but how old are you? You look, you're about 25-ish. That comes from Megan McCray.
People say, how old are you? Did I tell them how old I am? They was like, how do you do it? I say, water and cocoa butter. But I'm 30. I'll be 34 in July. But stress-free living, man, it'll keep you young. Keep your stress levels down. Drink some water and use some cocoa butter. Keep that skin looking young. So I'm 33 and trying to live stress-free. I think it's been doing well for me. So
Well, you do
that's
look
my secret.
young.
That's free of charge. Free of charge. Water and cocoa butter keep you young.
Oh, that's good. We're live with Donny Campbell from Richland County, South Carolina, and we appreciate you stepping in with us and being patient with us today, man. Thank you very much. We're going to get to the phone in a second. The phone is having a little bit of a problem, so if you're calling right now, do me a favor, just kind of not call for a second here. We're just going to give it a few minutes just to kind of recharge, okay? Because it's a little bit low. I don't know why it disconnected, because it was charged when we started the show. So we'll get back to that. Okay, keep the questions coming. All right, Donnyray Campbell live with us from Richland County, South Carolina. A LivePD hero, truly a LivePD hero.
Thank you. Thank you. Honor.
You guys do an awful lot of community service, I notice, especially at schools. What's that like for you to come into an elementary school, meet the children, and their reaction to meeting you live?
Oh, it's amazing because some of the kids, they watch the show, which kind of surprised me. I'm like, why are you up so late? But they recognize you when you come in, and they kind of treat you like a celebrity, which is it's a warm feeling. And then you always want to try to touch kids' lives when they're young, when they're most acceptable to things. So it's amazing, and they tell you they want to be cops, or they tell you they love the show, or they tell you that they look up to you. It really warms your heart, and it kind of pushes you to keep doing well and things of that nature. So I love going to schools and talking to kids and just listening to their stories. And they like to tell you, hey, my parents like watching LivePD too, this, that, and the third. And it's amazing. The warm reception that we get from the community, the kids, everybody. It's amazing. Great
comment on the screen. I want to move this here. Kathy Plass, love your high five Fridays with the kids.
Oh yeah, that's important. That I hope that lasts forever. High Five Friday is because it's something so simple, but it has such a big impact. So High Five Fridays is cool. The only bad thing is you have to wake up so early. Rather than that, it's amazing.
Got a question here. Kate Marshall, she's late to the show, but she is always loyal. She's a great follower of the show for a long time now. Kate wants to know how you're doing, Deputy Campbell.
I'm doing great. I just came up on my year on the CAT team. The CAT team is really cool. I've had more fun this last year of work than I've had my whole life of any job. So being on the community action team, I got to work with Danny, pretty much all the LivePD people firsthand, and you kind of get to touch people's lives a little more on the team because you're not tied to a radio. We don't get dispatched the calls. So this is amazing. I have no complaints. I'm loving the department. I'm loving the job. I'm loving the experience. So I have no complaints at all.
Very good. Live with Richland County's Deputy Donny Campbell. We're up for a little longer. Can you go with us a little longer?
Oh yeah. I'm here for y'all.
You're a good man. Thank you. Good question, Lee Terry. Do you like Lecrae?
I'm not sure. What department is that person from?
I'm not sure if she's talking about the musical artist Lecrae or if she's talking
I'm not even sure. I thought that was maybe a deputy or something.
Oh, yeah.
The department.
Yeah, I think she's talking about the musical artist Lecrae.
I'm not sure who that is.
All right. I'm trying to look at the screen here, and some really good questions here that are just so special, and people so excited to meet you and be able to spend time with you. What do you think? Who's the biggest prankster there at Richland County? Gotta be a prankster in the building, right?
It's definitely the narcotics unit. They pull the most pranks on everybody. I'm not gonna say what they are because I don't wanted to get out that Campbell's putting out the information about the narcotics, because then our pranks aren't going to work anymore. They're a great group of guys. They work really hard, but when they have some downtime, you better believe it's going to be some pranks going on. So our narcotics unit, by far, the biggest pranksters in the department.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Oh, my goodness. Have you ever had a prank played on you that's been pretty, a little over the top?
No, I try to stay in the know. So I know when the pranks are going on, so I don't become part of them. But I'll give you an example. So Mastriani got a pretty good drug bust few months ago, and one of the PIO ladies that the narcotics captain signed into her email, and he sent out an email to Mastriani and told him he had a press conference about his huge bust. And Mastriani's stressing out. He's like, "Oh my gosh, I don't want to do this press conference for this." So he's all mad and he has to wake up early for this press conference that he thinks is coming from PIO, but he's really coming from his captain. But usually I'm in the know, so I don't get pranked. So now that I said that, it's probably gonna backfire on me. I'm probably gonna be the headline of the next prank. So we'll see.
Oh, that's good. We're live with Richland County's Donnyray Campbell. Sorry about the mic like that. Didn't mean to do that. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, we've got some great questions here for you, my friend, and a good one here from Kathy Plass. Love this. What's the favorite movie you could watch over and over again?
It's definitely loving basketball. Like growing up, I had the biggest crush on Sanaya Lathan, so that initially that's why I watched it so much, because I wanted to see her. But it's just a good movie. So loving basketball is one of my favorite movies of all time.
All right. Well, that brings up a whole stream of questions on my end. All right. Favorite basketball player of all time?
Of all time, it's gonna be Vince Carter.
Really? Over MJ?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I try to always try to beat the stereotypes. I know everybody's favorite, so I want to try to find my own favorite. But when I lived in Germany, Vince Carter was in high school, and there used to be an all-star team that used to come every year and play at a gym close to where we lived off base. And he was a phenom that early. I was like, man, that kid is amazing. Well, he was an adult to me because I was like 7. But I've watched him play in high school, and then followed him at North Carolina, and then when he got drafted to the Raptors, it was the first basketball jersey I ever had. So I just always kind of had a special connection with Vince Carter because I seen him play when he was in high school. So I thought that was pretty cool.
You know what? I love that because what I love about that is that it's a personal reason. For me, when I was a kid, I'm a lot older than you, but I mean, I go back to Dr. Julius Erving, Dr. J.
Oh, yeah.
I have an autographed Dr. J jersey from 1983 of Sixers. It's a championship year jersey for them. He was the guy who just really impressed because I loved baseball and basketball. I loved to watch that.
Right.
He was an art form on the court, man. Have you ever seen any old videos of Dr. J? Oh, Doc was amazing, man. And a gentleman. I mean, Donnyray, I had the chance, I was in radio to interview him. I got the press pass for the Portland Trailblazers at our stations. He was the nicest human being I ever interviewed. He was truly amazing. Class, man. Yeah. Dr. J. Right. Good stuff. Live with Donnyray Campbell for just a few more minutes. So if you are interested in hanging out with us and maybe spend a little time, we'd be honored to have you join us because, hey, it's fun. And I'm learning a little bit more about the devices here, of how to make this thing work good and not echo all over the place, hopefully. But there we go. I think we're better. Maybe not. All right, so if you got some questions for him, please put those in. Just go ahead and do your questions on the screen, or you can do a quick phone call. We've got a little time for one more phone call, I believe. So if you'd like to get those in, I'm echoing, I think. Am I echoing on your end, Donnyray? Now I can't even hear you. Perfect. Okay. How about now, Donnyray? Can you hear me okay? All right. Well, I'm glad to hear that because I don't hear you. Okay. So, okay, we're just doing great here, picking up, doing our thing. The first time that we get this show together. We're grateful for all of your patience today. I know it was a little difficult, but by the grace of God, we're here. And that's the main thing, and we got him on the screen, and that's the most important thing. I wanted get on, get the guest, and get the comments. That was the main thing. Got all three by the grace of God. There you go. All right, Lee Terry, what are the personalities of some of the canines you have there in Richland County, Donnyray?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of scared of those dogs. I don't really get too close to them. I think all police dogs might be a little bipolar. So I don't know. I don't get too close to the police dogs. So You might be asking the wrong person, but they're amazing dogs on that list. Very smart. They're very good at their job. But I keep my distance. They're great dogs, but you won't see me getting too close and knowing them personally.
That's the best answer in the history of ever. You know, I mean, actually, I'm afraid of these dang dogs, man. Keep them away from me.
Yeah, I've seen them dogs do their job, and I don't want them to accidentally do their job on me, so I stay away.
So you're not a candidate for the bite suit then?
No, you know what? I've been in the bite suit when I was in the Air Force, but it was just like the sleeve, and that was enough to know, like, hey, these dogs are playing 0 games. That's all I needed to know. But no, I have not been in the county bite suit at all. I don't plan on it either.
That's some good stuff. That's some good stuff. Live with Donny Campbell. If you would like to make one more phone call in, your chance is now. Number is on the screen, or you can get it from me. 503-420-4062. 503-420-4062. It's been an honor to have you. First show here on YouTube. It has been a challenge, but by the grace of God, we made it through. Thank you so much. All right, got a phone call for you. Donnyray, here's a call. Who are you? Where are you calling from, my friend?
Hi, it's Lee Terry from Middle Tennessee, and I had a comment and a question, and actually a couple of questions. First, if Deputy Campbell could tell us like his favorite parts of his job, and also I was just going to ask him if he saw Top Dog where Minion bit the guy in the bite suit right where it hurts the most.
Ouch. Oh, wait. Ouch!
I didn't catch the first question. What was the first question?
It made me think of that because he was talking about being in the bite suit, and it was the underdog that came out of nowhere, and, you know, traditionally you bite on the arm, but he didn't.
Oh, boy. He wanted to know, Lee, what your first question was.
Okay, the first question was, what are your favorite parts of your job?
Oh, what's my favorite parts of the job? Okay. I really enjoy meeting new people because I'm not from here, and when I first moved here, I didn't know anybody but my mom and dad. So just the interactions I've had with the people I work with, people in the communities, even people that I've been out on calls with, like subjects and even defendants or complainants. I just enjoy the interaction. I'm from the north, and this is like whole southern thing. It's newer to me, so I just like learning other people's culture and just interactions and meeting people that I probably would never got a chance to meet before if I wasn't in law enforcement.
Great answer. Anything else for Lee?
No, thank you both so much.
You're welcome. Thanks, Lee. Hey, you take care. God bless you. I got something for you, by the way, Lee. Look at this. I'll show it you on the screen when you see it, okay? Check this out. There it is.
Tennessee.
I'm send that to you. That's the state of Tennessee. Blue line. There you go. She lives in Tennessee. Thanks for calling, Lee. Take care. All right, Donnyray, we are grateful to have you, and most of all, I want to thank you for your kindness and being, patient.
Oh, thank you for having me.
I had no idea that Skype would totally lose its mind and lose all of its settings. I'm messing with the software to get us on YouTube. It's actually in the source. It's in Skype, and Skype just said, "Oh, I forgot we have to do that." Okay.
It's Murphy's Law. Whenever you think
you know what, though? It takes a very patient person like you to roll with it. You did. Thank you, buddy. Love to have you on again, man. We'd love to.
Yeah.
By that time, the show will be all polished and look all pretty and make it look like a new set of snow tires. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
All right. Megan McCrae says it for all of us, I think, here. Thank you so much, Donnyray. You've been an uplifting spirit this afternoon. You have been amazing. What would your points be you'd like to share with the folks from LivePD Nation, Deputy Campbell?
One more time, I'm sorry.
I was asking you, what would you like to share with LivePD Nation? And I'm going to say goodbye to the people here on the show, but I'll come back to you on Skype before I hang up with you, okay? So just kind of hang in there with me. I'll say goodbye, everybody, but I'll stay with you, okay?
Okay.
So if you could leave some comments with the people from LivePD, the fans of the show who've been watching you all this time, what would you like them to know?
Oh, first and foremost, I would like to say thank you. Thank you for your support of law enforcement and of the show. Because obviously, without the viewers, the show wouldn't have went anywhere. Without the Twitter feeds and things of that nature, the show probably would have took off, and we probably wouldn't have been able to impact as many people without you guys. So first and foremost, thank you for your support, and just keep supporting not only LivePD, support your local law enforcement. See if there's things you could help them with, create those positive interactions, because without the help of the community, it makes our job a lot harder. So we most certainly need the help and the communication and the bond with the community. So just stay supportive of your law enforcement. That's what I'll say.
Thank you. We've been live with Donny Campbell from Richland County, South Carolina. It has been an honor and a privilege. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome. Folks, next week, join us on Leo's Coast to Coast as we bring you Deputy Charles Duvall from Williamson County, Texas. Might have a canine with him. We'll wait and see. That'll be at 2 p.m. in the East next week on Saturday here on Leo's Coast to Coast. Until then, folks, make sure, be good people. God bless you. God bless you all. But be good people. Remember, treat others the way you want to be treated. And we'll see you again next time. Goodbye, everybody.